am proud to be UMC because I can see through the various ways that I've been involved in the church, the impact that we have on the whole world. When you think there are 12 million United Methodists across the globe, we are able to affect huge changes. We're able to actually reach out and touch people in other parts of the world. A few years ago, I was invited to a meeting to discuss malaria, of all things. Interestingly enough, it's something that I had studied in school, and I'd always been kind of intrigued with the idea, but had kind of dismissed. At that meeting, the bishop was bringing together some people to start, it was our mission focus for the following year, Imagine No Malaria. And a lot of people remember the nets, Nothing But Nets, something like that. Through the years, we've done some projects, we in the United Methodist Church, but this was a real initiative, a real focus. We were going to commit to raising a certain amount of money. I just felt a real pull to that. Malaria is not a disease that most of us have encountered, even in the humidity of Mississippi, because it's a particular mosquito that spreads it. So it's in sub-Saharan Africa. And if you've never been there, if you've never been to Africa, you've probably never even been exposed to it. The number that was so staggering for me, if you think about a Mississippi State home game or an Ole Miss home game, you think about the size of their stadium. And if you were to go to every home game and the entire stands were filled with tiny children under the age of 5 and some pregnant women thrown in there, and at the 2-minute warning, every one of them died. Every home game for a whole season, every year. That's how many people, that's how many children and pregnant women die every year in sub-Saharan Africa. One of the other things that I think makes me so proud to be a United Methodist is that because of that global impact, because there are Methodists all around the world, we are able here in Mississippi to make changes in a country that we'll never go to, that we can make changes in lives that we'll never meet, but we are able to be the hands and feet of Jesus. It's such a privilege that right here in Mississippi, we can do something that will change the lives of children and women and families literally on the other side of the globe. Part of the reason for that is because we have put the effort in as United Methodists. You know, there's an old saying that at the end of every dirt road in Mississippi, there is a tiny little, usually a little white building, a little United Methodist congregation. And the same is said in Africa, that at the end of every dirt road, there's a tiny little United Methodist congregation. So what we were able to do is we joined with other international aid agencies. And because we have this commitment, because we have skin in the game, because we've made these inroads in different parts of the world, but we were able to go in and not just give money, because, giving money doesn't always solve the problem. We were able to go in and educate local people to help educate their friends and neighbors, the rest of their congregation and those other folks, so that we were able to provide nets that people would then know how to use and provide treatment that heals people, that heals them of this malaria and saves lives. I had an experience this past summer with the Methodist Rehab Center. And I don't know if anybody's had someone go there, had a family member go there, or gone there themselves for rehabilitation, but it is an amazing facility that we support right here in Mississippi. There are so many ways that we make a difference in the lives of people here in Africa. Getting to be the hands and feet of Jesus is just, it's like communion walking around. It's just a great feeling.